Once watched a woman in her early 50s walk into a fitting room with hesitant eyes. That look said it all. Can I still be beautiful? And just a few minutes later, she stepped out. Same woman, same clothes, but something had shifted. Her eyes sparkled differently. She stood taller. There was confidence. There was grace. And there was something deeper, a beauty that no longer asked for permission. Aging has never stolen a woman's charm. It simply asks for more refinement, more self-awareness, more intention in what we wear, and sometimes a little bravery to try something new. As a fashion designer who works with women over 50, I've heard this so many times. I don't know what to wear anymore. I feel stuck between clothes made for 20-somethings and outfits that make me look even older. That breaks my heart, because fashion should never make anyone feel invisible, especially not women who have lived through half a lifetime of stories, struggles, and triumphs. So, why do so many women feel lost in their personal style after 50? Is it because we live in a world that boxes beauty into an age range? Or is it because we've forgotten that true beauty isn't about age? It's about how you show up. This video is a love letter to remind you that turning 50 isn't the end of fashion. It's the beginning of owning it. From this point on, you no longer dress to please the crowd. You dress to reflect the woman you've become. And if this speaks to you, I'd love to have you walk this journey with me. If you feel inspired, please tap the like button and hit subscribe so I can keep creating content that honors the timeless beauty that is you. Know your body, because only you know where your beauty truly shines. One of the most heartbreaking things I often hear from women over 50 is, I don't even know what suits me anymore. Everything I try on just feels wrong. But here's the truth. There's nothing wrong with you. The problem isn't your body, it's the clothes that no longer understand your story. There's no perfect size. Only perfect understanding. Mainstream fashion has convinced us that there's only one ideal shape: a tiny waist, long legs, narrow shoulders, swan-like neck. But those are just cookie-cutter images recycled across magazines, Instagram, and fast fashion stores. Once you hit your 50s or 60s, your body starts to speak in new ways. Your shoulders may broaden, your arms may soften, your waist may fade a bit, and your skin asks for gentler fabrics. But instead of fighting these changes, this is the moment to see your body through a new lens, one of respect and admiration. There is no wrong body, only designs that don't speak your language yet. Understanding your shape at midlife, quiet but powerful at this stage, hormonal shifts naturally shift how weight is distributed. Many women notice. The waistline becomes less defined, with more belly softness. Upper arms lose tone, especially with less activity. Shoulders may feel broader or hips may widen depending on your body type. And most noticeably, your skin becomes more delicate, meaning thick, rough, or synthetic fabrics can feel suffocating. But don't panic, listen instead. Stand in front of the mirror. Gently. No judgment, no comparison, just curiosity and kindness. Ask yourself, what part of my body do I love the most? What do I want to highlight? What makes me feel uncomfortable? And why? Dress to honor, not to hide waistline disappearing. Shift the focus upward, to your shoulders, neckline, or arms. That's why I often recommend V-necks or scoop necks with soft 3/4 sleeves or raglan shoulders. Little touches like a bow at the collar, vertical details near the clavicle, or slightly puffed sleeves can gently guide the eye upward, away from the midsection, and toward your natural grace. Fabric matters a lot. At this stage, your skin deserves softness. Think fine linen, premium cotton, silk blends, or wrinkle-resistant voile. Avoid stiff polyester or anything too shiny. Those fabrics rarely flatter mature skin and can feel heavy or artificial. Celebrate what you love about yourself. If your upper arms are a bit fuller, try flutter sleeves or relaxed bell sleeves. If your hips are beautifully rounded, A-line skirts or softly draped wide-leg pants will highlight them with elegance. And if your neckline is one of your favorite features, treat it well. A silk scarf and nourishing cream go a long way. A small story from hiding to glowing, let me tell you about Huang, a retired teacher, 58 years old. She once walked into my studio, looking unsure, and said, "I don't wear fitted clothes anymore, my belly's round like a pillow." I didn't try to talk her out of it. Instead, I handed her a smoky blue peplum blouse, lightly fitted at the waist, with just enough flare to skim the belly without puffing out. She stepped out of the fitting room, stared at herself in the mirror, paused, and whispered, "Wow, I feel 10 years younger." It wasn't magic fabric. It wasn't the lighting. It was her finally seeing herself not as someone hiding flaws, but as someone embracing who she really was. Fashion after 50 isn't about chasing trends. It's about coming home to yourself. We don't dress to impress anymore. We dress to feel right. To move through the world with a sense of quiet confidence that says, "This is me, take it or leave it." The right outfit doesn't make you look younger. It makes you glow with the richness of who you are now. It's a beauty that's lived, learned, and completely unforgettable. And that journey starts with one simple but powerful act, knowing your body. Not to criticize it, but to honor where it's been and decide what you want the world to see. Because only you know where your beauty lives. In the next section, we'll explore exactly how to dress for your body type, whether you're shaped like an inverted triangle, a pear, a circle, or a rectangle, and how to let your clothes support you, not fight you. Let's keep going. Into part 3. Color the silent soulmate of your style. Color your quiet companion in style. Have you ever looked in the mirror after putting on a top and thought, "Why do I look so pale today?" You weren't tired. You weren't sick. You were probably just wearing a color that no longer belongs to you. Why does color matter more after 50? By the time we reach our 50s, our skin begins to change. Hormones shift, blood circulation slows, and natural pigment fades. Your skin might lean cooler or lose some of its glow, making it more sensitive to light, and yes, more particular about what colors it likes. That sunny coral that lit you up in your 30s, it might now wash you out or highlight fine lines rather than your smile. As a designer working with women over 50, color is usually the first thing I explore with a client. Not because we need to follow color trends, but because the right shade can make her look in the mirror and smile again. When nudie isn't so gentle anymore, I once had a client who adored soft beige. That sandy, quiet shade like an early morning lotus petal. But every time she wore it, her face seemed to disappear into the outfit. The tone was so close to her skin that it flattened everything, no contrast, no spark. So I swapped it for a richer beige with caramel undertones and added a pair of champagne gold earrings. Instant magic. Her face lit up, no makeup needed. The takeaway? Nude isn't wrong, but it needs to evolve with your skin. Choose tones that lift you, not blend you into the background. Bold colors can be tricky. A lot of women assume, if I wear bright colors, I'll look more energetic. That's partially true, but only if the brightness matches your tone. Neon, lime green, or blazing orange can reflect light too harshly, bringing out lines or redness, especially under daylight or warm indoor lighting. On the other hand, rich, deeper tones like burgundy, jade green, or soft lavender can highlight your eyes, add depth, and project quiet confidence. I once watched a woman in her mid-50s walk in wearing a bright fire engine red dress. It was youthful, yes, but it looked like she was trying to hang on to her 20s. Then we tried a deep wine red, paired with warm nude pumps. And suddenly, she looked like she'd stepped out of a Paris fashion editorial for elegant women. It wasn't about the brightness. It was about the rightness. My favorite golden palette for women 50 plus here are a few shades I always recommend for women in their 50s and 60, and they've never let us down. Deep olive green neutral, grounded, easy to pair with anything. Muted lavender feminine and soft without being too sweet. Jade green ideal for evening or when you want to channel quiet power. Caramel beige warmer than traditional nude, flattering on most mature skin tones. Rosewood or dusty pink gentle, earthy, and very skin-friendly. Wine red/burgundy elegant, seductive, and always flattering. You don't need to dress in wild prints or flashy colors. Just wear colors that make you feel seen. My personal take, I don't choose colors by trend, I choose them by emotion. People often ask me, what's the trendy color this year? I usually smile and ask back, how do you feel today? Fashion after 50 isn't about seasonal color charts. It's a more intimate journey, one where your wardrobe reflects your mood, your experiences, and the way you carry yourself now. If your heart feels heavy, wear colors that comfort you. If you feel fierce, wear colors that light you up from within. I once worked with a woman who had just lost her husband after 30 years. For almost a year, she wore only black and gray. Then one day, I gently draped a dark teal silk scarf over her shoulders. She started to cry. I didn't think I'd ever feel beautiful again. But sometimes, all it takes is one color, the right color, to wake your beauty back up. A few subtle tips for pairing colors. Tone on tone. Layer similar shades for effortless elegance like rosewood plus burgundy plus caramel beige. Soft contrasts. Try olive green with blush pink or burgundy with warm beige. Pop of color. When wearing neutrals, let a scarf, shoe, or bracelet be your statement. When you understand color, you no longer need anyone to tell you you're beautiful. The mirror will show you. Color, your quiet little companion, always knows when you need to feel hugged or when you're ready to shine. And if color is the language of the soul, then how you layer it is the way your style tells a story. In the next part, I'll show you how to use layering, jackets, wraps, structured tops to express your confidence, personality, and elegant edge, all without saying a word. Don't miss it. The magic of layering, when style meets inner strength, you know, that kind of beauty that doesn't need to shout. The kind where you walk into a room and people instinctively turn to look, not because you're in your 20s or wearing something revealing, but because your presence speaks for itself. That's the power of layering, not just clothes, but confidence, grace, and life experience wrapped into one thoughtful outfit. Wait, layering. Isn't that complicated? A lot of women over 50 have been told to keep it simple with style. But here's the truth. Layering, when done with intention, can actually simplify your wardrobe and elevate your presence. Layering isn't just for fashion bloggers or 20-somethings playing with trends. In the hands of a mature woman, layering becomes an art form, a quiet blend of elegance, wisdom, and knowing exactly who you are. So, what is layering and what is it not? Let's bust a myth. Layering doesn't mean piling on bulky clothes and looking like a walking laundry basket. True layering is deliberate. It's about choosing textures and silhouettes that work with your body, not against it, creating a look that's polished, breathable, and deeply expressive. The best layered outfit for women 50 plus isn't loud or fussy. It flows. It flatters. Every layer has a purpose, to shape, to soften, to add intrigue. And more than anything, to make you feel whole in your own skin. The 3-layer rule, a simple guide to layering with confidence. 1. The base layer, where it all begins. This is your foundation. The first thing that touches your skin, so it should be soft, breathable, and lightly fitted. Think of a slim tee, scoop, or v-neck in a neutral color. This layer subtly smooths your silhouette and brings a feeling of ease to everything you put on top. Try this. A lightweight cotton tee in ivory soft top, or dusty blue. Simple, clean, and easy to build on. 2. The middle layer, the structure builder, here's where the shape starts to come alive. A button-down shirt left open, a lightweight cardigan, or a cropped blazer can do wonders. This layer defines your frame, gently covers areas you may feel self-conscious about, and draws the eye to your best features. True story. A 58-year-old client once told me, "I hate my belly." I gently layered a light gray linen jacket on her, one with soft side slits and a relaxed fit. She looked in the mirror and said, "Where did it go?" Suddenly, she wasn't looking at her belly anymore. She was looking at herself, graceful, fresh, and fabulous. 3. The outer layer, the statement maker. This is your space to play with textures, fabrics, and a little drama. A flowing wrap, a knee-length coat, a textured shawl. These pieces create movement and tell the world, "This is me." A tip if you're under 5'4". Choose coats that hit at or just above the knee, with subtle tailoring at the waist or hip. This helps elongate the figure and keeps you from getting overwhelmed by fabric. How to layer without looking bulky. 3 easy styling tricks. 1. Stick to a single color family. Wearing similar shades from head to toe creates a sleek vertical line and helps the eye glide across your outfit rather than stop at each layer. Try combos like ivory plus taupe plus warm brown or navy plus charcoal plus black. 2. Avoid splitting your body in half. One of the biggest mistakes. Letting your top layer cut your body right down the middle. Instead, aim for a 1-2 ratio. Short jacket plus long pants equals yes. Long cardigan plus midi dress equals yes. Mid-length coat plus cropped pants equals not so much. 3. Choose light, fluid fabrics at 50+. We don't need stiff, heavy fabrics that pull us down. Instead, go for pieces in soft cotton, silk blends, airy linen, or flowy gauze. They drape beautifully and move with you, not against you. A story from the fitting room. Layering as a journey. I'll never forget a fall morning when a 62-year-old woman, a retired school teacher, walked into my studio. She looked unsure and said, "Layering? Oh no, that's for models on Pinterest, not me." So I handed her 3 simple pieces. A white crewneck tee, a soft blue striped shirt, unbuttoned, a sand-colored mid-length coat. She tried them on, stepped out, looked in the mirror, and smiled. Then she said something I'll never forget. "I feel like a Parisian lady." She was one. It didn't take changing her body or coloring her hair, just changing the way she layered her clothes. Her posture changed. Her energy changed. And so did her reflection. Layering isn't just a style hack, it's a personal statement, it says. I don't dress to fit in. I dress to show who I've become. Each layer you wear holds a memory, a piece of your story. A soft beige cardigan from your Sunday walks with the dog, the cropped blazer you wore to your big job interview at 35, the scarf you picked up on a solo trip at 42. Wrapped gently across your shoulders, now layering is more than looking put together. It's about feeling put together, with every piece you choose helping to tell your story. But even the most beautiful layers need that final touch. A spark, a whisper, a wink of personality. That's where accessories come in. For women over 50, accessories aren't just add-ons, they're the poetry in your style. So in the next part, we'll talk all about how to choose accessories that are just right, not too much, not too little, but perfectly you. Accessories, the beauty hiding in the little details. If clothing is a language, then accessories are the punctuation marks. You wouldn't read a paragraph with no commas or periods, right? Likewise, no outfit feels complete without that final detail. A pair of earrings, a beautiful bag, or a well-chosen pair of shoes. As we enter our 50s and 60s, the fashion world often starts to shrink. Trends seem less relatable, and comfort becomes a bigger priority. But here's the good news. Accessories are your secret door to standing out without giving up comfort or elegance. And I always tell my clients this. Choosing accessories is a slow, thoughtful art. It doesn't take more, it just takes the right ones. 1. Shoes elevate your frame, not your pain, let's be honest. After 50, our feet speak up. They get tired faster, become more sensitive to heels, and don't recover like they used to. Those towering stilettos we once adored. They've earned their retirement. Here's what to look for now. Low heels around 1.1. 5 inches to maintain a flattering leg line without sacrificing comfort. Rounded or square toes, gentle on the feet and more age-appropriate than sharp points. Neutral tones like taupe, soft black, dove gray, or olive green. These blend beautifully with most outfits and don't scream for attention, but still whisper style. My go-to advice: if you're only going to invest in one pair of shoes, go for a pair of soft leather loafers in olive or deep beige. Classic, comfortable, effortlessly chic, and they'll never go out of style. 2. Handbags. It doesn't have to be big, just meaningful. A handbag doesn't need to be flashy or trendy. By the time you hit 50 plus, your bag isn't just a place to carry things, it's a part of your identity. Keep these principles in mind. Skip the oversized logos or slouchy fabric totes. They tend to overwhelm your outfit and feel like they're chasing youth. Opt for structured shapes, clean lines, and sturdy handles. Choose quality leather or vegan leather in soft neutrals. They elevate any outfit without trying too hard. Coordinate your bag with your shoes or jewelry for a pulled-together look, instead of letting it stand out on its own. A structured tote or hobo bag in warm beige or smoky gray can lift your whole outfit from fine to fabulous without saying a word. 3. Jewelry. The quiet sparkle of confidence. As we age, our skin tone and texture change, which means the statement pieces we once loved may no longer flatter us the same way. Oversized plastic hoops or chunky chokers might now feel loud or even unkind. The key is softness and harmony. Go for subtle metallics like rose gold, matte silver, or brushed platinum. They reflect light in a gentler, more flattering way. Choose natural stones, pearls, smoky quartz, moonstone, not just beautiful, but energetically grounding, too. Avoid overloading often, just one well-chosen piece, a delicate ring. A simple earring is all you need. I remember once during a photo shoot for women 60 plus, we swapped out a pair of bold earrings for tiny pearl studs, and suddenly the model's face lit up. She looked calm, graceful, and deeply radiant. One tiny switch, big difference. 4. Eyewear. Your most stylish companion. Eyeglasses aren't just about vision, they're a part of your facial identity. And no, wearing glasses doesn't make you look old. Choosing the right pair, that's where the magic is. Here's how to get it right at 50 plus. Avoid extremes, no oversized frames, but skip tiny ones too. Find something balanced and real. Warm-toned neutrals like amber brown, soft gray, or reddish brown tend to brighten the face and soften fine lines. For sunglasses, go with moderately tinted lenses. Pitch black shades can look too harsh and drag the face down. Eyewear can be a confidence booster when it reflects who you are. Whether you're scholarly, artistic, bold, or elegant, let your frames say it for you. 5. The philosophy of accessories. Every piece tells a story. I believe every accessory you wear, even the tiniest one, has something to say about you. A silk scarf tied gently around your neck. That's not just style, it's grace, it's softness. And yes, it's a clever way to soften the appearance of aging skin. A colorful ring. That might be from a trip you took in your 40s or a gift you gave yourself after a tough season. It's you, wrapped in memory and meaning. But most importantly, don't try to wear everything at once. This isn't about decorating a Christmas tree, it's about choosing one highlight and letting the rest support it quietly in the background. 6. A backstage story when less truly became more. I once had a client in her early 50s, a joyful woman who loved color and big, bold earrings. But over time, her skin had become more sensitive, and those neon plastic hoops started to clash with her natural tone. So I gently encouraged her to try something new, a pair of delicate lavender crystal studs. She looked in the mirror, paused, and softly said, "I didn't know something this small could make me feel so different." And that's what accessories can do when chosen with care. They don't shout, but people notice. They're the quiet signature of a woman who knows herself. Accessories, when chosen intentionally, become more than just fashion. They become storytelling tools. They remind you and the world of where you've been, who you are, and what really matters. And now that you've learned how color and accessories can express your personal style, it's time to discover how to bring it all together. Because having beautiful things in your closet is one thing, but the real magic is knowing how to combine them in a way that feels intelligent, elegant, and effortless. So in the next part, I'll show you how to layer with intention and how the right layering technique can completely transform your presence. See you in part 6, Layering the Art of Creating Timeless Style. Closing thoughts: you don't need to dress younger. You need to dress to shine. Have you ever looked in the mirror, really looked, and quietly wondered, where did that woman go? Not the 25-year-old version of you, not the busy, juggling everything version at 40, but you at 50 or 60, still here, still strong, yet somehow buried under the weight of society's expectations. You've heard the whispers. Dress simple at your age. Don't go too bold. Or worse, what's the point? Clothes won't change much anyway. Let me say this from the heart as someone who's worked with hundreds of incredible women over 50. Fashion doesn't stop aging, but it can help you fall in love with where you are right now. When a 50-something client once told me, "I feel invisible when I walk down the street," I didn't see someone weak. I saw someone who had been strong for too long. Someone who had loved, sacrificed, built a life, and somewhere along the way forgotten how radiant she still is. But then, we put her in a look that complemented her skin tone, gave her shape without squeezing, added a pair of soft gold earrings, and when she stepped out of that fitting room, she said, "I feel like I've come back to life." Here's what I've learned over and over again. You don't need to dress younger. You need to dress in a way that helps you feel alive. Because fashion, when you truly get it, isn't just about covering your body. It's a language, a glance without words, a quiet declaration that says, "I'm still here and I still matter." A simple dress might say, "I'm at peace." A pair of shoes can say, "I'm grounded." A bold lipstick might whisper, "I'm still open to love." And a soft scarf can gently declare, "I'm not afraid of growing older." Don't let judgment out there make you think dressing well is vain. It's not. It's self-respect. It's how you look in the mirror each morning and smile. Yeah, I'm still me, and I'm still beautiful. I remember a client, 67 years old, who walked into my studio with her head low and said, "I don't know what to wear anymore. Everything looks awkward. I've gained weight, my hair's gray, my shoulders slump, my arms are wrinkled. I just want to hide in oversized clothes." I didn't fix her body. I didn't erase her lines. All I did was help her see herself differently. We chose a soft olive linen top, paired it with sand-colored pants, tied a lavender silk scarf gently around her neck, and added a soft plum lip color. She looked in the mirror and cried, not because she looked beautiful, but because for the first time in a long time she saw herself again. Fashion is light, and you weren't meant to live in the shadows. I get it, maybe you've spent decades putting others first. Kids, family, career, responsibility. But today, just for today, think about you. Let your clothes quietly speak on your behalf. I've lived, and I'm still shining. You don't need to dress like you're 30 to feel young. You don't need to chase every trend to stay relevant. You just need to dress like a woman who's lived enough to know who she is. I always tell the women who come to me, don't let clothes shrink you. Let fashion bring you back into the light, because you deserve that. You don't need to look like anyone else. You just need to look like you, calm, confident, and full of presence. A pair of earrings that feel just right. A color that makes your skin glow. A scarf that says something soft and strong. A well-cut blouse that flows with intention. These little choices, they're the notes in the symphony of your life. So if today you're feeling a little lost between your age and your appearance, remember, radiance has no expiration date. And fashion is the brush you can use to paint the most stunning portrait of yourself yet. If what I shared today spoke to something inside you, if you feel like maybe it's time to return to you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button on Bold After 50. We've got so much more to explore together. In the videos ahead, we'll keep uncovering your beauty, your confidence, and your sense of self, one outfit, one story, one moment at a time. Because you're not here to dress like someone else. You're here to shine just as you are. And I'm here to walk that journey with you. Women don't grow old. They grow into themselves. And fashion is the spotlight that helps them take center stage all over again. See you in the next video, and always remember, you don't need anyone's permission to dress beautifully. You just need to decide that you're worth it. Let Bold After 50 help you light that decision up.